One thing that a lot of fans seem to be very excited about is, of course, the new Star Wars movies that are currently in the works by Disney and Lucasfilm that's actually set to evolve the Star Wars franchise and to have a far different tone in comparison to the sequels, originals, and even the prequel trilogy era by, of course, George Lucas and more. This is Mike Zeroh. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the thing about Disney Star Wars is that we do know that they are now trying their absolute best in order to regain many of the loyal fans that left the franchise because of The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. Let's not forget that, of course, a lot of fans were very upset with how Rian Johnson handled The Last Jedi, and of course very upset with the reshoots and the rewrites done to The Rise of Skywalker by Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy. Now, moving on beyond all of this, we do know that Disney and Lucasfilm are really set on the idea of really making the new Star Wars films far darker in tone. They want to actually make it a combination, if you will, of Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, with Star Wars in the mix, and that's going to be a very, I guess you could say, unique type of Star Wars era, or Star Wars timeline that's going to have its own unique feel and form. So, with that being said, of course, we do know that Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, George Lucas are all working together as a team in order to really provide the fans a brand new era of Star Wars as we know it. So the Star Wars fandom, I think, is really looking forward to the new Star Wars universe because it's going to have a new era of Star Wars films and TV shows that Kathleen Kennedy is no longer involved with on a creative scale. Now, beyond all of this, what's really intriguing is that Disney and Lucasfilm are currently very busy by evolving the Star Wars franchise further with the new Star Wars TV series and the new Star Wars films combined that will be considered the new Star Wars universe. It's explained that creator George Lucas will be involved in several of the projects for the new Star Wars universe, as well as Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. However, the president of Marvel Cinematic Films will be involved with the backbone of the new Star Wars universe and how that will be handled moving forward. It's explained that he has been in the talks with actor Keanu Reeves once again recently and has come to a conclusion to bring him on board for the new Star Wars movies that will begin sometime in 2022, and so on and so forth. It's noted that Disney plans to reveal an official announcement of Keanu Reeves' involvement with the Star Wars franchise moving forward sometime in 2021, where it's described that they plan to make Keanu Reeves into one of the major villains for one of the new Star Wars films that will be released in the near future to provide the fans a different take on a dark side-oriented character and more. Now, let me just say about, Keanu Reeves here is that he is actually involved with a lot of projects, and this by far, I think, fits him as an actor. I think that he belongs in Star Wars. It does make a lot of sense as to why Kevin Feige would want Keanu. He knows that Keanu is essentially rising in both movies and video games. We've seen him in Cyberpunk, one of a great video game out there that a lot of fans have been supporting, and of course, not just that, but also he's going to be making his way into other movies. Now, Kevin Feige is also said to be in the talks with actress Jennifer Connelly to become a new part of the new Star Wars universe, where Keanu Reeves has been getting many new roles lately, with his latest as the return in Bill and Ted 3, as well as The Matrix 4, and even John Wick 4. Now, due to the crisis around the entire globe, those two projects were put on hold, which is going to have some form of an effect on when Keanu is going to begin shooting for these new Star Wars movies. Once again, he's got The Matrix 4 and he's got John Wick 4. He didn't even begin shooting for John Wick 4 as of yet, and they plan to do more after that as well, so keep an eye open for that. That's going to be very exciting, by the way. If you guys are a fan of John Wick, there's more to come. Other than the fourth installment, we have a brand new TV series that's in the works for Starz, on the channel Starz. It's actually going to be called The Continental. Now, the development of the new Star Wars films are currently underway, and Star Wars Celebration will actually reveal a roadmap of future Star Wars projects between the films and the TV shows, and that an announcement of Keanu's involvement in the new Star Wars movies will be revealed at some point in time in mid-2021. So 2021 is going to be the magical year of Star Wars for Disney and Lucasfilm. It's not just because of the books, the novels, and the comics, but it's going to be the year in which a lot of these movies and TV shows are going to begin filming, including the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series for Disney+, something that I think a lot of fans are really getting very, excited over, because it's been on and off for years on end, and a lot of fans have wanted to see exactly, how Ewan McGregor can perform as Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Disney era of Star Wars. So, putting that everything behind here, We do know that Keanu Reeves obviously is a very busy man. We're not quite sure if he will be involved in the 2022 film, the 2024 one, or the 2026 movie. But keep in mind that Bob Iger, the original Disney CEO, has said before in the past that the Star Wars roadmap was not complete of what we saw. It's very possible that we could very well be getting Star Wars films in between. For example, 2023, 2025, and so on and so forth. So with that being said, guys, like I said, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to morning.